It's the top of the hour. We're back with another deal, and this time out, 2 deals for the price of 1. We're doing Cyber Monday's Screaming Deals, and I want to tell you about one that's not on screen right now, and this one is next. So one that's not on screen right now is a deal that's bundles of Rocky Nook books. Now let me be clear on this, because there are Rocky Nook book bundles, but then there's also bundles, and they call it a bundle when you get the ebook and the printed copy. I love having the printed copy, but then I also like having ebooks as a quick reference. So whichever way you consume, you can get both of them together. And you can pick any one of the titles that Scott or others have written, but Scott Kelby book bundles are just $15, and you get both the electronic version and the print version of any Scott Kelby book. $15. So there's the code on screen right now. It's SCREAM1520. You apply that at checkout, and you can get that for a book bundle. And there's, of course, Scott's written a couple of books. You can tell. But the other thing that you could do is you could get 6 of them. You get bunches of these things. 6 of them is $90. And that gets you not 6 books, it gets you 12 books, because you get 1 copy that's the ebook and 1 version that's the paperback. So you get 6 paperbacks and 6 of those same ebooks. It's a fantastic deal. So that's the Screamin' Deal for Rocky Nook. It's Scream1520, and you just enter that at checkout and you get the Rocky Nook book deal. Now I want to talk to you about one of my absolutely favorite bag manufacturers on the planet. I trust my photography gear to Think Tank bags, especially when I'm traveling, and you'll hear this from Scott too. This is a great Think Tank bag, and this one is actually called the Video Transport 18. Does that mean you have to be a video camera professional? No, but this was designed for videographers, video pros. And if you're thinking, well, Larry, why don't you do a demo of what it would look like packed up and loaded with some professional video gear? I thought you'd never ask. Here's what it looks like. That's actually pretty cool. You can see tons of stuff packed in here. Now, the bag itself is, if you go onto their website, it's normally $308. And during this Cyber Monday special, this Screamin' Deal, you can get this bag for $184.80. So what you do is you go to thinktank.com. Go to thinktank.com. You can also go to the link that we have at the bottom of the screen at the bottom right. But when you get over to the Think Tank website, you're going to see exactly that, the holiday sale at the top. Now this is a slideshow, and it's going to scroll to something else. Make sure you click on holiday sale right there, and then you scroll down just a little bit, and that's where you'll see the Video Transport 18. And depending on your screen layout, it might be at the top right like that. On my iPad, it's in a slightly different position, but look for that one, and it's $184.80, a fantastic bag. So let me show you just a little bit more of what you might be able to put in here. Here's another optional setup of the layout. Okay, so let me show you in the actual bag itself, because this is a fantastic bag. And a lot of people might be thinking, you know, I've never really gotten a high-end pro photography camera bag. Is it really any better than just going out to Walmart and buying a bag that's this size with wheels on it and throwing some padding in there with my camera? Oh my gosh, yes. This is fantastic. So inside here, I want to show you, this is so well thought out. And all these dividers have Velcro, and so they're all movable. You can move these little shelf kind of things. You can build the inside of this bag in a very reliable way so that it works for you. You take these different pieces, these pieces over here on the side, and you lay it out around your gear. So you start by, probably one of the best things that I would recommend is start by taking everything out of here as much as possible. Then lay your camera gear in, and then build the pieces around it. So you've got padded dividers that block off other things. And this is just like a little compartment. And then there's also, you can kind of see it inside the lid, there are zipper compartments that you can have memory cards and other small thin things in there. And then here, this zips down, and it's beefy enough. You can put a laptop in here, your iPad, something like that. This is a very stiff product, so I'm not worried about it getting banged into. But it also has the clever stuff that you really wish every bag had, and that is like the Tsa Locks, the zipper. Let me do this. You zip it closed to here, and obviously I'd bring the other zipper around from the bottom, but you zip it closed to here, and then you pop this in. I gotta put that down, pop the zipper in, and it locks. And the TSA, and it locks with a little number pad, but the TSA can get into it with the TSA special key. But you just push that button and it unlocks, pops open, and now you can open up your zippered bag. And these bags, I've seen some zippered bags that are flimsy zippers. And I've seen people go in with like a ballpoint pen and jam it into a zipper and be able to break into a zipped closed. You're not going to see that with this. This is just a beast. It's a really beefy zippered bag. Great quality handles. I've traveled with mine quite a bit. I don't own this specific bag, but I own a Think Tank zippered bag that is an 18-inch roller like this. And this is going to get you a whole lot of mileage. Great wheels. I'm not even close to, and yeah, I'll admit it, I have some Walmart luggage. I don't put my camera gear in it, but I have some crappy Walmart luggage. And the wheels wear out in no time, and it just doesn't last long. This is going to last you, and it's going to take care of your gear, and it's going to be padded. It is on a super special at $184.80, down from $308. So $184.80 over at the Think Tank website. The bag is called the Video Transport 18. And make sure you get to it the way I told you. Go to the home page and click on the holiday specials. You want to do it that way, because that way you get the right price. I also did a search on their website earlier today, and I got to another listing for this same bag, and it gave me a higher price. And you definitely don't want that. So you want to make sure you go to the website at Think Tank and then click on the holiday specials and get through there. And speaking of holiday specials, folks, it is so cool that the people at Kelby, and this isn't where I come to work every single day. It's just been such a pleasure to continue to be able to learn from Kelby One and be able to have conventions in the year that there are no conventions. There's been travel photography is coming up. There's been flash photography, there's been the Photoshop convention, there's been the Lightroom convention, and these are all virtual conventions put on by the technical gurus here at Kelby One offices and studios. And now they're doing another one coming up in January, because we know COVID isn't going to last forever. You're going to travel again soon, and everybody's getting kind of itchy for it. So make sure that you take advantage of travel photography training. The Travel Photography Conference is happening in January 20th and 21st, and ironically, you don't have to travel to go to the Travel Photography Conference. It's going to be virtually handled, and you're going to see 8 of the best photography trainers on the planet, the most gifted travel photographers out there. Look at these folks. I've taken classes from almost every one of them. Mimo, Eric Kuna, Karen Hutton, Scott Kelby, Serge Romilly, Rick Salmon, Terry White, and Dave Williams. Great photography instructors, especially for travel photography. And you're going to get a ton of learning. There's track A, there's track B going on each day. And one of the really cool things about this is if you sign up now, you get a fantastic price. It's $149. Now this kind of conference is worth well over $300. You're going to get a huge value out of it. But there's a lot of things that you get in addition to just 2 days worth of training. Because you sit through the classes that you pick in track A or track B, you go to the bonus sessions, you go to the virtual breakouts that are part of a virtual trade show floor experience, and then on top of all of that, you get to watch replays. That's one of the things that's been the most fun about the difference of, I love being around people. I want the live events to happen again. Don't get me wrong, I want to be there. But when you have to deal with this kind of thing because of how the country is handling the coronavirus problem, what we do is we do the best we can with workarounds. And the way that the Kelby Group has provided these kinds of conferences to people, it's incredible. Thousands upon thousands of people have been to these conferences and they tell us they love them. But not only that, you get to come back and watch. For up to a year, you get to watch every single session you've been to, all the sessions you couldn't go to because you missed out. You get to watch the Q&A that Scott wraps up the entire conference with Q&A back to the instructors. So it's a fantastic experience. $149 signs you up, locks in that low price for the January 20 and 21st deal. And then you can be assured you get to come back and watch the replays after the fact. Now, if you missed one of the 4 conferences that's been put on already, the Photoshop conference or the Lightroom conference or the Flash Photography conference, no problem. You can sign up now, today, for $149 and get all those replays. No, we're not going to do it again live for you, but you get all the replays. So look at these conferences. There was a landscape conference, there's a Flash Photography conference, the Photoshop conference, and the Lightroom conference. Every single one of those was incredibly well attended virtually. People were watching from their homes. And it's even better than Zoom. Zoom is great, don't get me wrong. And some of the breakout sessions are Zoom sessions. But the way that this is handled is through the Kelby site. And so you get live streaming video straight from the Kelby One studios, not through Zoom. And it's a really cool experience. So when you get that, you get to go back and watch the replays. So a quick wrap up for the top of the hour stuff we're doing now. You can get one of the Kelby bundles, the ebook plus the print book for Scott's books. You get the ebook and the print book for $15 if you use the code SCREAM1520. That's any of Scott Kelby's books. Also, there's the Think Tank deal on this fantastic bag that you can put all kinds of stuff in. They even give you this picture, so if you need guidance as you're putting it together, that comes inside the bag. But that Think Tank bag is 40% off the $308 price, and you get it for $184.80. But the way to get that is you go to their website right now today and you click where it says Holiday Deals at the top of the page. It says Holiday Sale. You have to click on Holiday Sale. Then it goes through and you'll see the Video Transport 18 bag. And by the way, don't worry if you're not a videographer. Still photographers will get a lot of use out of this fantastic bag. And of course, the Kelby One specials. $149 for the conference coming up in January. $149 for replays for a full year of any of the existing conferences. And $149 to be a Kelby One Pro member. That's it for this hour. We'll see you at the top of the next hour for another fantastic Cyber One deal. A screaming deal. Cyber Monday. Screaming deals. That's it. Kelby, screaming deals. Bye. See ya.